All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my videos, subscribes to my channel. I really appreciate it. I know there's a election going on. I recorded this on the evening of November the 5th. And, whatever. I just know that it's capturing a lot of people's attention. It's not really going to make much difference in my life either way, but what I'm trying to say is to those that are continue to watch my videos, even though obviously there's a presidential election going on, I really appreciate it very much. So in this video, something that I realized, but I wanted the hard evidence. So I went back and I looked. And when was there ever in history three of the top four players in the NBA in PER? Now, I don't know how much stock you put into PER being an advanced metric and all that, player efficiency rating, but something that I realized is in 2010, so going the 2009-2010 season, at the end of that season, when it was all calculated, number one in PER was LeBron James, number two was Dwayne Wade, and number four was Chris Bosh. So three of the top four players in PER were now going to the Miami Heat. That's insane. Now, no, those three players, when they played together, didn't have that, but even still, the three of the top four players in the NBA and PER from the 2010 season was joining the same team. And I wanted to see that anything like that ever happened. Well, there was a couple close ones, but that never happened. In just top tens, this is the only time it's happened. In 1953, Boston had Ed Macauley 4th, Bob Cousy 6th, and Bill Sharman 9th. But that was also only an 8-team league. 1959, St. Louis had Bob Pettit 1st, Cliff Hagan 3rd, and Clyde Lovellette 5th. Again, an 8-team league. The next year, the same players in 1960 and again in 61. In 1967, this was a 9-team league. You had Bailey Howell was 7th, John Havlicek 9th, and Bill Russell 10th. In 1969, Jerry West 1st, Wilt Chamberlain 2nd, and Elgin Baylor 5th. That's pretty close, but that's the level we're talking about. And then 2016, Kevin Durant was 2nd, Russell Westbrook 3rd, and Enes Freedom, believe it or not, was 10th. So that's just top 10. But never in NBA history has there ever been three players getting ready to join a team who led the league in PER, three of the top four players in PER going to the same team. It's never happened before. Only the one time. And I just find that insane. So then I got to looking at how many all-time greats did they have a teammate in the top 10 in PER. So I just went back to after the merger, I guess you could say. Because before the merger, I mean, with the ABA and not being as many teams, it could have been a lot more. But I just looked at since the merger, and that's a pretty long time. That was 1977. So with this season, that'd be, this would be 48 years ago. Basically, this covers the last 48 seasons. Okay, so in 1982, you had Kareem was 4th and Magic was 6th, so both those guys are great. Or actually, no, they were 5th and 7th. Also for Boston, Larry Bird was 8th, Robert Parrish was 9th. But in 83, Bird was 2nd, Robert Parrish was 7th. Dr. J was 5th, Moses Malone 1st. So there's two greats right there. Magic and Kareem in 84 were 7th and 10th. 85, 4th and 5th. 86, 4th and 6th. 86 also was McHale 9th for, playing with Bird. 87, McHale was 5th. 1989, John Stockton was 7th. Hold on. Sorry about that. 1990, Stockton was 9th. 1991, he was 10th. 92, 9th. 93, 10th. 94, 10th. 95, he was 6th. And all this is with Karl Malone as his teammate. 1996 for Shaq, Penny was 9th. 1997, John Stockton was 8th. 1998, Stockton was 7th. Also in 98, for Tim Duncan, or David Robinson, actually, because they're both in my top 25. Robinson was 3rd, and Duncan was 10th. In 99, for Akeem Olajuwon, you got Barkley, who's 8th. Also in 99, you got David Robinson, who was 3rd, and for Tim Duncan. And then in 2001, Shaq was 1st, Kobe 6th, David Robinson was 10th, Duncan was 7th. 2002, Shaq 1st, Kobe 5th. 2004, Shaq 4th, Kobe 5th. For Kevin Garnett in 04, Sam Cassell was 7th. In 05, for Shaq, Dwayne Wade was 10th. 2006 for Shaq, Dwayne Wade was 4th. In 07 for Duncan, Ginobili was 10th. In 08, Ginobili was 7th. And in 09, Tony Parker was 8th, all as teammates of Duncan. 2011, Russell Westbrook was 8th. 2011, Dwayne Wade was 3rd. 2012, Westbrook was 10th. That's for Kevin Durant. 2012, Dwayne Wade was 3rd. 2013, Dwayne Wade was 7th. All that's for LeBron James. And Tony Parker for Duncan was 10th. 2014, Kevin Love was 3rd for LeBron James. 2016, Kawhi Leonard was 6th for Tim Duncan. Also in 2016, like I said, Kevin Durant was 2nd. He had Westbrook 3rd and Enes Freedom 10th. So he did have 2 teammates in the top 10 in PER. In 2018, Curry was 1st. KD was 10th. In 2020, Anthony Davis, or I'm sorry, 2020, Anthony Davis was 4th. That's for LeBron. In 2023, Anthony Davis was 5th for LeBron. It was his teammate. 2024, Anthony Davis, 5th, as that's LeBron's teammate. And that's going to be everybody. So that's anybody who had a top 10 teammate for PER since the merger. Did you notice there was a name that wasn't in there? Kind of a key guy who played in the 90s. As much as everybody loves to, crap on this guy and prop up his teammate Scottie Pippen, Pippen never made top 10 in PER. So he was not one of the 10 most, according to the metrics, 10 most efficient players in the NBA. Neither was Horace Grant. Neither was Dennis Rodman. No teammate of Michael Jordan's ever was in the top 10 in PER. But yet I just showed you a plethora of guys, practically every other all-time great, at least since the merger. And a lot of them had multiples. So again, this to me is just shows you how rich LeBron James was, for example. All these guys were, though, Kobe and Shaq, but, LeBron James specifically. He had Anthony Davis in 24, 23, and 2020. He was actually in the top 5. He finished 5th, and 4th. Okay? In 2014, he had Kevin Love. He was 3rd. In 2013, Dwayne Wade was 7th. In 2012, Dwayne Wade was 3rd. In 2011, Dwayne Wade was 3rd. So that's 7 teammates he had inside the top 10 in PER. And he had other guys that were just outside it, like Kyrie Irving. He had a lot of, like 11 through 20s in there, I noticed. But it just goes to show you, Duncan had David Robinson, Ginobili, Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all these different teammates in the top 10 in PER. Bird had Parrish, McHale. Magic, of course, had Kareem. Kareem had Magic. I mean, hell, even Hakeem had Barkley a couple times, even though he was an older Barkley. But even still, he had him. Even Kevin Garnett had Sam Cassell once a year in the top 10. Kevin Durant had Russell Westbrook. It's just crazy to me how many of these guys, like, Curry had Kevin Durant. Durant also had Curry. Karl Malone had John Stockton a lot of years. So it just goes to show you how rich he was with PER, teammate help. And Jordan just didn't have it like that at all. This proves it in my mind. So anyway, that's about it. The crux of the video, though, was there's never been a situation where 3 of the top 4 players for PER in the NBA were going to the same team the next year. So, like I said, LeBron was first, Wade was second, and Chris Bosh was fourth, all going to the same team. But then you hear LeBron on this podcast talking about, I didn't have any peripheral help. You're telling me 3 of the top 4 most efficient players in the NBA is not enough help? I mean, you got to be joking me. I mean, it's just laughable when you hear him say this stuff, But anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Again, I appreciate it. I know that, there's a big presidential election going on. That's going to get a lot of people's attention. And, my video is clearly going to be secondary. But the people that continue to watch them, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Still a young channel, still trying to grow and all that stuff. So, again, you have my most sincere gratitude, really. And that's it, Hope you guys enjoy your day, and that's it for now.